guys, friendly reminder before we get into this video, I am not at all in any way, shape, or form, nor do I claim to be a part of the Heartland cast or crew, nor do I know them at all, or do I work for CBC? No. So that being said, none of what I say in this video is confirmed by Heartland cast or crew, and I have no idea if it's going to be happening in Heartland Season 14. The next thing I need to say is I have set myself a goal of hitting 20,000 subscribers before the end of 2020, so if you are a fan of Heartland and you've been watching my videos for a while, or even if this is the first video you've ever seen, hi, thank you for watching my videos. It'd mean a lot if you could subscribe, because every single subscriber brings me closer and closer to my goal, and I talk about Heartland every single day. So if you're a fan of Heartland, why wouldn't you want to watch Heartland videos every single day? So just make sure you subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get into the video, shall we? That was the weirdest intro ever, but let's just ignore that. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about characters that I've seen a lot of fans request to return for Heartland Season 14. So the number one most requested character by the fans for Heartland to return for Heartland Season 14 is Mallory. Oh boy, do you guys want her to return. I understand why, and I actually have a video coming out tomorrow talking about how her character would benefit from returning to Heartland Season 14, and how her character would really add something to the show if she did return for Heartland Season 14. So if you want Mallory to return for Heartland Season 14, make sure you don't miss that video tomorrow. So again, if you don't want to miss that video, make sure you subscribe. But I understand why you guys want Mallory to return. I personally am not the biggest fan of her character. I find her character a little bit annoying. So I was actually quite happy when her character left the show. That being said, I do think that if her character returned, I'm not going to get into it very much here because I have a whole video coming out tomorrow talking about what her character would add to Season 14. But it would be interesting to see a character that, you know, so many people love return for a couple of episodes. How would her character now get along with all the other characters? You know, she's obviously older. The other characters are older. You know, they've grown up. They have their own families. Amy has a daughter, you know. So how would her character react to that? Does she have any kids? I don't know. The last we know of Mallory, she got married to Jake, so I don't know. The next character you guys want to see return is Shane. I understand why too. The actor who plays Shane actually did not want to continue to appear on Heartland, so that is why we don't see any more of Shane in the later seasons, which I am very frustrated by, because you don't just cast someone as the son or daughter of a main character in the show and be like, oh, surprise, they have a son or daughter. Whoop! Now they're in the show. What are they going to add to the show? Nothing, because they disappear and we don't hear from them ever again. So, what I think they need to do is they need to bring back Shane's character, but they need to recast his role. But the only way that would work is if they get an actor who looks similar to the original actor. If they get an actor who looks completely different, then it's gonna upset people, because Heartland is a show that people have been invested in and watching for many years. So if you recast a main character, shall we call him, he's not really a main character, but since he is the son of Tim, who is a main character, he's pretty important to the plot of the show, kind of. Actually, not really at all, because we haven't seen him since, you know, 5 years ago. But I think they do need to recast his role. I got really frustrated when we found out that Tim had a son, but then he just up and disappeared. I was like, okay, well, that was a useless storyline. You guys could have, like, had a million different things happen, but okay, he just disappeared. Then the next character you guys want to see return is Val and Ashley. Now, while their characters annoy me like no other, I do think it would be interesting to see their characters return. They were characters for the majority of the earlier seasons, and they played a very important role, so it would be interesting to see characters like that return, because a lot of the fans that have been watching the show since the very beginning are still watching now, so I think it'd be really awesome to have characters come back, even for just a couple of episodes that we haven't seen for a long time, just to, you know, be like surprised, like the writers still know of their existence and they're back for a couple of episodes. Yay! And I think Ashley in particular, like what's she up to now, how's she doing. You know, her character was very complex in the earlier seasons and very, very interesting and, you know, dramatic. So I think it'd be very interesting and very beneficial to the show to have characters like Ashley and Val return, as like I said, they did play a primary role in the earlier seasons of Heartland. The next couple of characters is not characters that you guys specifically have told me that you want to see return. It is characters that I personally want to see return. So this is completely my opinion. You guys can disagree with me. That's completely fine. But the main character I want to see return is Prince Ahmed. I love his character so much. I find his character so interesting. They have so much possibility with his character in terms of the relationship with Amy. Not relationship as in romantic relationship, but just how would they go about a friendship, you know, how would that turn out. Then his relationship with Ty, you know, that's not the best. And I just think having a character like Prince Ahmed back for season 14 would add a lot to the show and just add a more interesting storyline if he was to be included somehow. The next character I definitely want to see return is Badger. I love Badger. I love his character so much. I think he is very unique and very interesting. And I think his character was a completely missed opportunity. The same goes for Prince Ahmed. I think that both those characters have a lot of character potential and character development potential that the writers just completely missed out on. So I would love to see their characters return for Heartland season 14. Even if it is just for a couple of episodes, I definitely want to see their characters return. And again, it would show fans of Heartland that, oh, hey, look, we haven't forgot about our characters. Here they are. They're still here. You know, so I think it'd be really interesting. And then the final character I want to see is not really a character that we've seen before, but I want to see a character that has a physical disability. I think that would be so interesting for Heartland season 14, just to see how they go about writing a character like that as a character with any kind of physical disability in a show, or disability of any kind really, has to be wrote and developed accurately, because it is dealing with something that people in real life go through, so it does have to be represented accurately. And it would be very interesting to see how the casting crew, how the characters and the writers go about having a character with a physical disability or a disability of any kind. But I would personally like to see a physical disability, because that is what I struggle with on a daily basis. So it'd be very interesting to see how my favorite show would go about casting a character with a physical disability. So with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Friendly reminder again, if you are a fan of Mallory and want to definitely see her return in Heartland season 14, make sure you subscribe, because I have a video coming out tomorrow all about Mallory's character that I'm sure if you are fans of Mallory, you are going to love. So just make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications so you don't miss when that video goes up, because I promise if you're a fan of Mallory, you're going to love it. Also, if you want to watch more Heartland videos, I suggest you watch the videos that are coming up on the screen right now, and you can also hit the subscribe button by clicking right here so that you never miss any Heartland videos in the future. Anyway, I'm going to go. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.